Hello and welcome to our yin and restorative yoga practice. This week we are physically focusing on spinal twists, which can benefit releasing tension along the torso, such as the lower back, all parts of the back, as well as helping to get stagnant energy flowing more freely, including in the digestive system. But also, you might know that there are 7 main energy centers that lie up and down the spine. So if you're feeling kind of meh in any part of your energy, this can help to get things a little more refreshed. All right, let's take a moment to find a comfortable way to sit of your choice. You may like to sit up on any of your props. And remember to have quite a few props for this type of practice. Here I have a blanket, a bolster, 2 blocks, and a strap. If you have that or anything like it, and even more than this, that may be helpful. So take a moment to visually orient yourself in your space by looking around and just allowing your eyes to scan what brings a sense of calm or safety in what you see, smell, hear, or feel around you. We just came back from a weekend or Sunday retreat in Ojai, and a big part of this retreat, which was entitled New Year Re-envisioned, was how do you give yourself permission to play? And this doesn't have to be a prolonged, not even an hour long of play, but just even the attitude of play. I was just talking to our live community before I started this recording, and we're like, how are you doing? How are you doing? I'm busy. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, to be honest with you. And even when I'm busy, I try to find spaces, even if it's sitting at a red light, to bring the attitude of play, because it's so easy to get caught up in, here's my to-do list. I have to be here at this time and get this done, blah, blah, blah. And it creates like this momentum of fierce focus, at least for me personally, right? And it's easy to forget to enjoy what you're doing, even if it's a task, and to remember the bigger picture of it all. Why are you doing this to-do list anyway? Why are you going to work? Because you want to have money to enjoy things that you want to do, blah, 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 whatever reason it is. Can you come back like a hawk flying over the city and see the bigger perspective of these little actions that you are taking part in throughout the day? And to bring an attitude of play, to me, evokes curiosity, being present in my body with my breath, observing my mind, having a feeling of self-trust to go with my gut, to feel my intuition guiding me. If I need to change plans and be a little more spontaneous, trusting that inner guidance. It also helps me to not be so self-critical. Like, okay, I got all these done, but I didn't get these things done on my to-do list. How can I forgive myself or give myself some grace? So to me, that's what the attitude of play brings, right? Having moments where you can smile at the sunshine, the simple things. And it really brings a perspective, even when you're having a busy and overwhelming day. And so with that, how can you bring elements, qualities, an attitude of play in this practice today? And see how you feel afterwards when you're intentionally giving yourself permission to bring that in. So let's take a moment to pause, be still, and recognize the way your body is speaking to you through its many sensations right now. As you're scanning different parts of your body, letting go of judging what you're experiencing in your body as either good or bad, but instead cultivating curiosity. Notice the feeling of the breath, the qualities of your breathing right now, informing you about your energetic state. Notice the state of your mind. How you're feeling mentally and emotionally. And let's start to slow the breath down, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth a few times. You might even vocalize as you're exhaling through the mouth, especially if you're carrying any sort of dense or stagnant energy that you just need to unpack, as we know that creating vibrational sounds and chanting is one way that we can tone the vagus nerve, which helps to release stress. It brings the rest and digest part of our nervous system into play. Ha. Letting the inhalation gently expand the left and right sides of your rib cage. And opening the mouth to draw the breath out. Ha. Maybe linger at the emptiness at the very bottom of the exhalation. And then allow an even fuller breath in, and maybe pause at the very top of the inhalation just to feel that difference. What are one or three things about today that you feel gratitude for? Let's take a moment to intentionally practice appreciation. Now, what is something you would like to focus on as your intention or personal prayer for this practice? Whether it be a general feeling, tone, or quality that you would like to practice embodying as we move through the postures, or some specific shift that you are creating in any area of your life right now. Allow a moment to clarify this to yourself. And as remember that our practice of self-care is not only to benefit ourselves, it is to support the way we show up for each other. It's also to be of service. As remember that we are all connected. And so with that at heart, I invite you to think of someone that you might like to dedicate today's practice to. And together, let's join our voices to open the practice in support of each other and in harmony with our Mother Earth by chanting her vibrational sound, Om, 3 times. Let in a deep breath. Ha. 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 And now I invite you to begin another breathing practice that will lead us into our movements and our yin and restorative postures. It's a way to invite balanced energy, especially in how you approach moving and placing your body. And it helps to focus the mind and bring calmness to your being. And it's called Ujjayi Pranayama, which means victorious breathing. So let's place the hands on the left and right walls of the rib cage so that we can focus on expanding the side ribs as we breathe in and then relaxing the muscles between the ribs as we breathe out very gently. And in this breathing technique, we'll close the lips, breathing just through the nose so that helps to warm up the body and create a very soft, audible whispering sound that you can listen to in your breathing by gently constricting the back of your throat. So start to create that sound and fine tune it that it's very gentle, it's very sustained, right? You're trying to breathe in little by little throughout the top. And I'll count from 4 as we inhale, from 4 as we exhale a few times, and then I'll increase it to 5 on both directions. So let's really try to take our time to slow the breath down, not all deep breath at once, right? So let the deep breath last the 4 counts or the 5 counts. Okay. Relax the shoulders, lengthen your spine upright, soften the face, maybe close the eyes, gently constrict the back of the throat, empty this breath to prepare Ujjayi breathing. Inhale slowly for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5. Exhale 5. And then continue to lengthen your in breath as slowly as your out breath, listening for a sustained whispering sound. Cultivating gentleness in your breathing, smoothness in your breathing, and balance, the in-breath and the out-breath. And anytime when you're moving your body or you're in a pose and the breath does not have these 3 qualities, smooth, balanced, then see if you need to change what you're doing in your body, whether you need to move slower or be still, rest, or maybe don't go so deep in a pose that you might be making it difficult to breathe. So these are just things to consider, right? Because the breath is a huge part of our asana, our physical yoga practice. And when we're not breathing well, our physical poses are not being as beneficial, right? So they work together, the breath, the mind, the body, which is yoga, union of all of that. So keep listening to your breath. Keep that steady, gently audible whispering sound. And let's start to roll the shoulders to the breath. Inhale, float the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, release them back and down. Synchronize to as slow as you're breathing. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward, up. Exhale, back and down. Now let's reverse. Inhale, shoulders behind you and up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, behind you and up. Exhale, forward and down. One more. And let's start to loosen the neck. Inhale, tilt your chin up, look towards the sky. Roll your right ear slowly towards the right shoulder and look down, chin to chest. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Start to look up. Now, if you need to go slower, if your neck is feeling achy, please go slower. Just continue to listen to your breathing as you circle in this direction one last time. And when you finish this rotation, let's switch the direction. Breathing in slowly and out smoothly, all through the nose, mouth closed. One more rotation. All right, relax, lift the crown of the head, relax the shoulders. Now let's start to circle the spine laterally in Sufi rolls. So start to sway your torso to your left, breathing in, circling it forward. Breathing out to your right and circling back. Again, inhaling, exhaling. And that's reverse. Opposite direction. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's reverse again. Inhale. So we're moving all throughout the spine, which spinal twists definitely affect. So we're trying to loosen up between each vertebra and just lubricate the many joints of the spine before we start to twist. Switch directions again. Keep the breath flow. All right. Let's make our way into tabletop pose where we're going to move the spine in flexion and extension. So spread your fingers flat at the top of your mat. Make sure that your index fingers are not at all pointing towards each other like this. Either point your index fingers forward or slightly turn them out. Stack the shoulders on top of your wrists and step your knees a couple of inches behind your hips. Let's start in the basic cat-cow pose, Vidalasana. As you inhale, glide your chest forward, roll your shoulders back and down, looking up, cow pose. Exhale, contract your abdomen, drop your head and round the back, cat pose. Again, inhale, draw your chest forward, slide the shoulders down the back, gaze up. Exhale, lift the navel, drop the head and tailbone to round. Inhale, chest forward, coiling up. Exhale, lift the navel, drop the head and round. Okay, now let's increase the length of the breath and increase the distance between the movements. Inhale, chest forward again, cow pose. But this time as you exhale, bring the feet together and contract the belly, sink the pelvis back to your heels. Extended child's pose. Let's go back and forth like this. Inhale, come forward. Coil your chest up, cow pose. Exhale, pull in the belly, drop the pelvis to your feet, child's pose. Two more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Now let's change it up. Inhale, cow, parallel your shins so your feet are hips width apart. Tuck your toes behind you and exhale, lift your hips back, downward facing dog. Let's keep the flow going. Inhale, lower the knees again. Draw the chest forward, look up, cow pose. Exhale, firm in the belly, lift your hips, press your thighs back, downward dog. 2 more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now from downward dog, step to the front of your mat and separate your feet at least as wide apart as your hips. Make sure your feet are parallel to each other. Bend your knees generously. And take a moment to just move any way that helps you to relax your neck and loosen your spine, which might entail bending your knees a lot, so you're not rounding the shoulders or rounding the back. You could hold opposite elbows and sway the spine, shake out the head. Keep your breath flowing in balance. And then let your arms fall, let your head hang loose, bend the knees even more. And as you inhale, slowly roll your spine upright like you're stacking one vertebra at a time, lifting your head last. Circling the shoulders back and down to rise tall in mountain pose. All right, spread your toes on the earth, down to the 4 corners of each foot. And let's open up the side body, coming into lateral extensions of the spine. Even more movement to prepare for the twist. So inhale, I'm going to mirror you this time. So inhale, raise your arms up and overhead. Take hold of your right wrist. Press your right foot deep into the ground. And exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, rise to center. Take hold of your left wrist. Press your left foot deep into the ground and exhale, side bend to your right. Let's try that again. Inhale up to center. Hold the right wrist, drop the shoulders. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale up to center, hold the left wrist. Drop the shoulders. Exhale, lean to the right. Now, inhale up to center. Interlace your fingers, flip the palms inside out, and let's lean to the left for a few breaths. Seal in your front ribs. Keep your 2 frontal hip bones facing forward. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. Press the heels of your palms towards your left wall. Imagine breathing into the right side of your torso. 1 more breath. Inhale, rise up. Maybe switch the interlacing of your thumb and index finger on top. Flip the palms inside out. Drop the shoulders. And start to lean to your right, breath by breath. Keep your 2 hips facing forward. Press the heels of your palms towards the right wall. 1 more deep breath. Inhale up to center. Backstroke your arms so that you can either interlace your fingers and hug the heels of your palms together, or hold a strap between your hands so that you can space the hands apart, which will make it easier to lift the hands away from your lower back so that you can stretch the fronts of your shoulders. If the fronts of your shoulders tend to round forward, use a strap that will give you much better access to this pose. So from here, parallel the feet apart, hips distance or wider. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, lift the chest, look up. Bend your knees generously and exhale. Tilt your weight forward and hinge from the hips. Long spine, relax the neck. Breathe. Breath by breath, stretch the arms away from your lower back while you bend the elbows to lift the shoulders to create more space in your neck. 3 more breaths here. And release the arms. Please step back to tabletop pose so that your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are a couple inches behind your hips. Let's come into our first spinal twist. Thread the needle. Now you can keep your two knees on the floor as we will be threading the right arm under the left elbow and resting the head down. Or you could step your right foot out to the right so the sole of your foot is flat on the floor and the arch of the foot is in line with the left knee, and take thread the needle like this. If that feels too cumbersome when you're in it, just bring the right knee back to the ground while you're in the pose. All right, stepping the foot out to the right gives a stretch to your inner thigh. So see what your body's asking for. Oops. Oh no, sorry. So from here, press down with your left hand. Inhale, raise your right arm up high, open your chest. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left bent elbow. Lower the right side of your head all the way down. Now, if your head is not comfortably resting on the ground, use any of your many props as a pillow to rest your head on, like this. So let your shoulders soften down the back so you're creating space in your neck. Feel that your left and right hips are even in height so you're not twisting at your pelvis or your lower back, keeping it safe. And then allow your rib cage to gently rotate along the axis of your spine. We're going to be here for just about 8 to 10 more breaths. Let's start to gently rise. Come back to tabletop pose. And let's sink the pelvis back to the feet in child's pose. Bring your feet together to touch. You can bring the knees together or apart. Arms wherever you like, and just rest here for a few breaths. Take a moment to observe your body after one side of that spinal twist. Remember to listen to your breathing. Keep that even flow in and out through the nose. All right. Stay attuned to your breathing as you rock forward gently to hands and knees. And let's set up for side two. If you stepped your right foot out on the first side, I invite you to try stepping your left foot out on this side to see if it's available. Press the ground with your right hand and inhale, raise your left arm. Exhale, thread it underneath your right bent elbow. Lower the left side of your head all the way down. Remember to rest your head on something, if not the ground. Take a moment to feel that your two hips are even in height. You are stabilizing your lower back. Soften the shoulders down the back, open space in your neck. And listen to the quality of your breathing for another 8 to 10 deep breaths. Let's start to press back up. And once again, bring the feet together, sink your pelvis to your heels in child's pose. If you turned your head to one side last time, maybe switch here. And let's pause and continue consciously breathing while being aware of what you're feeling in your body now. Gently begin to extend the arms forward. Stay in child's pose and rest your forehead down. Let's come into another lateral extension of the spine. So walk your hands to the right side of your mat and pause here. Imagine breathing deeper into the left side of your torso. Slowly walk your hands over to the left side. Visualizing breathing into the right side of your torso. Come back to center once more. Extend the arms forward, draw the hips back, and lengthen through the center of your torso, along your spine. Rolling your hands back, slowly roll up to sit. And let's bring the legs out in front of you, where we're going to come into a twisting forward fold. Parita Janu Shasana. So you may want to first see if you need to sit up on a folded blanket so that your spine is upright and you're not rounding when you're sitting. And then you may want to have a strap around the ball of your left foot to start. Flexing the left foot by curling the toes back towards the shin. Kick it into the strap as well. And then open up your right thigh to bring your right heel towards your groins. So see if you can create an angle between your thighs that is greater than 90 degrees. Now hold the strap in your right hand. Place the left hand on the left side of your left leg. Press down to your left and right sitting bones and breathe in as you lift up from the bottom of your spine. Imagine stacking each vertebra, just a little more space between. Relax the shoulders down, open your throat. And now as you exhale, rotate your chest to face the left side of your left leg. And now begin to bow in that direction just a little bit each breath. Press down through both sitting bones, stretch the spine as you breathe in, and continue to fold diagonally in that direction, only to the degree in which you can still relax the shoulders, breathe well, and keep your right glute grounded. So I talked about giving yourself permission to play. If you think of the feelings that happen in you when you are truly playing, whether when you were young or as an adult, when you allow yourself to joke with someone, like, what are the feelings? Can you find that when you're practicing yoga? Maybe it's a little bit of smiling to yourself rather than self-judgment. If you feel there's resistance in the body, giving it kindness, bringing a lightheartedness to your practice where it doesn't have to be so uber focused, serious, but it can still be focused, but relaxed, a relaxed focus. Because play brings a feeling of relaxing at times. All right, let's lead with the chest. Breathe in, remove the strap, rise up, relax the left foot. Just pause. What do you observe? All right, let's straighten the right leg forward. Place the strap around the ball of that foot. Flex the right foot and kick it into the strap. Splay your left thigh open so that your heel might meet your groins, and you're creating an angle between the thighs that is greater than 90 degrees. Hold the strap in only your left hand, placing your right hand on the right side of your right leg. Press down to your pelvis, breathe in and lift up to lengthen the spine as you relax the shoulders. Exhale, turn your chest to face the right side of your right leg, and just a little bit, start to bow in that direction. Pausing as you inhale to press the pelvis down on both sides, and continue to stretch the spine long. Only fold deeper if you can keep the glutes rooted down, especially the left one here, and you're still breathing well. You're still relaxing the shoulders, lengthening the spine. And press the pelvis down and inhale to slowly rise. Remove the strap, relax your right foot, and pause. Notice what you're sensing. Now I invite you to place the strap off to the side near the rear of your mat. Place a block off to the side, a blanket off to the side. Basically, whatever props, just slide them near the back of your mat so that you can lie down and you can reach for these props if you need them. All right, let's lie down and just take a moment to draw the bent knees into the chest and rotate the thighs in different directions at the hip sockets to your breath pace. You could even bring the arms apart and imagine you're holding a giant marker between your knees and you're drawing on the ceiling with that marker figure eights. And switch directions a few times. All right. Let's slide the left leg on the ground and bend the right knee towards your chest. Take a moment to hug your thigh or shin with both hands while relaxing your shoulders on the ground. And resting your head, circle your right foot a few times in both directions. Point and flex the right foot. Just feel the muscles in your calf and the shin area, the sole of your foot. And then take the strap, place it around the ball of your right foot. Extend your right leg up towards the sky. And hold the strap in your left hand as we prepare for a supine spinal twist. Now let's scoot the pelvis towards the right side of your mat, about 3 to 5 more inches. And open your right arm wide on the ground. As you keep the right shoulder down, you can gaze over it, making sure it stays on the ground the whole twist. Now, to create a deeper stretch along your IT band, which is your outer right thigh, sickle your right foot from the ankle, turn the sole of the foot to face the left wall. Breath by breath, begin to cross your right leg over your body to your left side. And if it's available, you could add a stretch into the front of your left thigh by bending the left knee. And as you lie here, see if you can reach hold of the top of your left foot with your right hand. If you can reach it, then reground your right shoulder. Continue to twist while bringing the left foot towards your glute. And either way, tilt your right outer hip towards the front edge of your mat to create traction in the lower spine. We're here for only 5 to 7 more deep breaths. Start to unravel onto your back, removing the strap. Stretch the legs on the floor and just pause in corpse pose for a few breaths. Notice what you feel in your body without judging it. Now, with your pelvis more centered on your mat, bend your left knee into your chest and take a moment as you ground the shoulders and head to give your left foot some movements at the ankle. Feel into how this affects the muscles in your leg. Observe the quality of your breathing right now. Letting it support you in this pose. Take the strap, place it around the ball of your left foot. Extend your left leg towards the sky and hold the strap in your right hand. Now, scoot your pelvis towards the left side of your mat, another 3 to 5 inches, and open your left arm wide. Grounding your left shoulder, you might gaze over it. Let's sickle the left foot from the ankle, turn the sole of the foot to face the right wall. And breath by breath, slowly cross your left leg over your body towards your right side into your spinal twist. Now, if it's reachable and you did this on the first side, try bending your right knee this time and take hold of that foot with your left hand. Once you have it, if you do, ground the left shoulder again and continue to twist. Excuse me. And as you're twisting, either way, tilt your left outer hip forward towards the front edge of your mat to create traction and to release the lower back. 5 to 7 more breaths. Slowly unravel, come back to center, and remove the strap. Pausing in corpse pose once again. Notice what you observe. Now take a moment to position your body in a lying down fashion in which you can be most comfortable for Shavasana. And then I'm going to invite you into one more pranayama while you're there. So if you need some lower back support, you could place your pillow underneath the backs of your knees like this, wide across your mat. If you need some grounding support, you could place the weight of another pillow or a folded blanket over your pelvis. You could also place the strap on top of your eyes closed, turning the palms up by your sides, sliding the shoulder blades down the back. And then invite a sense of symmetry along the left and right hemispheres of your body. Allow your head to soften down into the surface, carrying it as you relax your neck and jaw. Feel that your eyes and the muscles surrounding your eyes are relaxed. Allow your shoulders to drop down, feeling your arms, softening your palms. Let your belly relax. Relax your pelvic floor. Feel the weight of your legs and relax your feet. So this breathing is called box breathing or Samavriti Pranayama. And it can be helpful to relax your nervous system into a more centered space. So if you're feeling stressed and busy or overwhelmed or triggered, you can practice box breathing to help you feel a little more grounded. So it's done by closing your lips, breathing just through your nose, very, very softly. We're not trying to create a whispering sound like ujjayi breath. Try to be gentle and almost silent. I'll invite you to inhale for a slow count of 4, then hold the breath in for 4 while you relax. Then we'll exhale through the nose for 4 and hold the breath out for 4 while you relax. So let's practice 3 cycles together and continue on your own for another 3 cycles before letting go of controlling the breath. And then we'll see the effects of that pranayama. So empty this breath to prepare. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Third cycle, inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. 3 more cycles on your own. At your own pace, when you're done, let go of controlling the breath and observe the effects of that pranayama if you can sense any. And I invite you now to continue to be aware of what arises or shifts or lingers within you for the next few minutes of rest in Shavasana. As you rest a little longer in corpse pose, Shavasana, notice any way your body is speaking to you now, feeling the effects of your physical yoga, the asana practice. And take your time to listen to the way your body wants to begin moving and stretching, slowly waking up your body. Gradually turning over onto your right side, still lying down, just resting your head and witnessing your breathing. Notice how your energy feels. As you're ready, begin to lift your body very gradually up to sit in a way that you can meditate, sitting down for the next 5 minutes. You might position your hands in a mudra that supports meditation, such as stacking the right palm face up over the left palm face up, with thumb tips gently touching on your lap. You might close your eyes or steady a gentle downcast gaze to allow your attention to go inward. And as you sit tall, bringing an alertness, allow your whole body to relax so that your focus is not forced. It's a relaxing into presence. And then allow your breathing to continue naturally, feeling the inflow and outflow of the breath as it is. As we cultivate an attitude of play, which is also an attitude of openness and freedom and being here fully, I invite you to cultivate a very subtle, gentle smile on your lips as a way of welcoming the present moment and whatever is coming into that present moment, whether it be thoughts, whether it be sounds in the environment, whether it be feelings, just allowing yourself to see it come and go without having to judge any of it. So the practice is being yourself, loving awareness. Notice what you're feeling now mentally and emotionally. I'll end with this. Mindfulness teacher Thich Nhat Hanh would say that he would spend moments in the dark just sitting and smiling gently to himself. And he did this to practice being friendly with himself. He was offering himself compassion so that whatever he was feeling in the moment as he sat there in the dark, overwhelm, peace, fear, happiness, all the wide range of feelings, he was welcoming himself to feel them as they are. He was practicing self-compassion. And I see that as qualities of the attitude of play, that cultivating friendliness. And he said he did this because we can't have true compassion for each other if we do not practice true compassion for ourselves. And so, what can you bring with you from today's practice into this week to integrate and be a part of your life in a way that enriches your life and others? And in this new moment, what are you grateful for? Come back to your intention or personal prayer. And remember to whom you dedicated this practice. And together, let's join our voices to close with 3 ohms, connecting with our Mother Earth and each other. Let in a deep breath. Ha. Bowing in to honor the light within. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.